Okay? Take one. Okay. Okay, you should see my post in YouTube. Okay, let's begin. So this is the experiment that is good for 5 to 6 days. The title of the experiment is Substrates. And when you talk about substrates, these are the food. They are the organic molecule. They can be protein, carbohydrates, fats, lipids, or nucleic acids. Okay? So these are the substrates. And take note, in our discussion about enzymes, we said that enzymes act on the substrates, and substrates are just commonly known as the food that we eat. Now, this experiment is about the substrates or the foods and mold. Now, our investigative question, which you will be answering, is which substrate or organic molecule or food will grow molds first, second, third, and fourth? So we'll be ranking them. Which of them will be growing mold first, and then second, and then third, and fourth? Now, before you do the experiment, you will be writing down your hypothesis. So, on your paper, you write down your hypothesis or the probable answer to the investigative question. When I move to that work area, I will be showing you the different types of samples or substrates or food. Now, after writing your hypothesis, you write down the reason why you thought of that hypothesis. And then, you will copy this table on your paper, and on this table, we have the following substrates. The 4 substrates are bread, orange, butter, and honey. So these are the 4 substrates or food. On the next column, we have the type of organic molecule. You would say that bread is a carbohydrates. You would say that orange can be also a carbohydrates because it has sugar. You would say butter is a lipid, and honey is also a carbohydrates because it's also a sugar. Okay? But the difference is that bread is a polysaccharide since it's made up of starch. On the succeeding columns, we have the day-to-day observations. So you have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6. Now, when you observe the specimen, if you see molds, you put a check mark. If you don't see mold on day 1, you put an X mark. Say you did not see any mold on the 4 substrates on the first day, then you have to write down X, 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 X. So 4X. Do you get that? Yeah. Now on the second day, if you found mold on the butter and that no mold on the other substrates, that should be X, X, check, X. Okay? So that just shows us the first substrate that developed the molds. It's butter. But that is just an example. I'm not saying that that is what will happen. Okay? Now, you will do that for 5 to 6 days. The 6th day, I will be the one to take picture. Now, description of the final observation will be written here, and then the rank here. Which of the 4 substrates develop mold first? In our example, it was butter, so this should be 1. And then second, third, and fourth. Is that clear enough? So that is what you will be doing. Now, take a picture of each of the setup every day and log in your observation. You need to have a picture every day, how it looks like. And then, compare pictures every day to make a valid observation and judgment. Now, bread molds, usually they look like this. Now, this one is for the orange. Okay? This one is for the butter. and this one is for the honey. Okay? So, I do not know what kind of species of mold will grow in ours. That depends on the kind of air that we have in the classroom. Sometimes the mold that grows are the black ones. Sometimes it's the cream. Sometimes it's the white one. So I don't know what kind of mold will grow here. But you'll know it's mold. Is that clear? So once you compare all of this and you determine the ranking, then that's the time for you to write down your conclusion. Your conclusion should state, what did you find out about your observations? Was your hypothesis correct? If not, why is it not correct? If it is correct, just say, my hypothesis was right. If it is not, then you just have to say, no, my hypothesis was not correct because, then you state it up. So we'll go to that side there and I will be